Hello, 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 all my beautiful, amazing, fantastic machine heads. Welcome back to episode number 33 on the Wildlands series for Farming Simulator 25. My name is Fury Machine Gaming, and welcome back. We are on our second harvest of poplars, and can you believe it? The second harvest already. We only got 9 more harvests left. It's going to be amazing. Hope you guys doing great. Hope you guys doing awesome, and I hope you guys doing fantastic, because I am as usual. Without further ado, let's get going. But before we do that, let me show you what we got going on. We are at 5,800 trees. As you see, let me get my mouse up. Well, maybe it won't work. But yeah, we cut up 1,000 trees already. And before we leave, and we're at 62 hours of gameplay, before we leave the map, I will give you a little tour of what we've cut down. But without further ado, let's get this going. And then I got some great news and some awesome news as we get going here. So let's get this going and get this harvest going. We already got 650,000 in here. We're going to try to have 1 million before this field is up over here. Let me hit my cruise control. Get that going, then we'll set up the vehicle control add-on, GPS, as shall we say. But yeah, I got a great, I got a fantastic series going to be dropping soon here to go along with this series and the other series. And then when we finish this one will be going to backcountry, and it will be the Clear the Map challenge probably. And then we've got the Own the Map challenge on the Saibu Kohoho. I always butcher it, I don't know. But that one's going to be next. And then I got one series that I promised, that a map that just dropped. I promised the map author that I would do a realistic series on it. It's a combination of small to medium to large fields on it. So it's going to be kind of cool. It's going to be a year challenge on a realistic series. Probably do 0.5 speed at 1 day months, just so we can have time to do what we need to do and try to get ourselves a full year. So that's going to be coming. I think I'm going to drop that one. This video will be dropping on Sunday, and the next video will be dropping, I think the new series will start Monday, and then back to Own the Map Challenge on Tuesday, and then back here on Wednesday with this one. Now, this one's only going to have a couple more episodes left on it. We're on 33. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue the episodes until we've harvested all of our fields, and they're all gone, and then no matter where I'm at, I'm going to end the series. That's it. I think we've already cut, enough trees. It's been rinse and repeat. Now, I could stay on it long enough to clear the map and clear everything on it, which we might do. We might see how far we can go, but it will be fewer and far between, if you know what I mean. But that's pretty much what I've got planned. And then the next series, like I said, will be backcountry on this, and we will be back to, but that one's going to be way, way, way different. And that one probably will be more of a permanent series, or at least until we complete it. But the reason why is because we've completed everything that we needed to do. We had our animal challenge. We did that. If you guys look up in the right-hand corner, we have went from $7.6 million in debt to almost $6.3 million in positive numbers. So we are absolutely killing it. Now here's where I'm going to get my GPS added, and we'll get it set up on the end of here. And then when we get 5 million liters, we'll sell this, and that'll be about pretty close to, we'll get this set up right here. And we're going to have to go like this. And then we're going to have to go left Alt and W to get that straightened out. And then we'll get it set up here. Nope. I want to get it straightened out. Let's get a little more square. Let's get this going like there. There we go. That's the field we're doing. Now we can just hit cruise control and we can kind of relax. I'm excited, though. I'm excited about what's going to happen. I'm excited to see some series heading out our way. And it's going to be really, really excited to get these 3 series finished up. Well, this one here, and then the other 3 series to, I got to go way up here. Just so we can get the next row, which is going to be right there. Get them all straight. There we go. It's a weird angle to do this at, but it's okay. We're not doing it for any kind of realism at all. But the new series coming will be ultra realistic. But like I said, we're going to play 0.5 speed at 1 day months, so we don't have to go multiple days. And that's an equivalent of playing 24 hours per game month. And we're going to do whatever we can, and however many fields we can own, and we're going to try to get 1 year on it if we can. But what I'm going to do is play I think I'm going to bring a little bit longer videos to that series, only because we're playing at 0.5 speed. So I probably will play for an hour and then play an hour off camera, so that when we come, now it won't be jumping that much, but instead of 24, well, yeah, 24 would be about, if you figure up reality, it would be, if we went 0.5 speed playing 24 hours, it would be 48-hour videos. We're going to try to play to an hour to 2 hours off camera, just like we did on this one, so that we can play, when you guys come back, we will have moved the clock ahead by a couple hours. So, and that's what we're going to do on that one, and that'd be excusably awesome, as they say. That would be very awesome, and I can't wait. I'm still dealing with the microphone issues. I cannot get, no matter what happens with this new update of 1.19.1 on Streamlabs desktop, I cannot get the latency, the lag, to stop. And basically what it does is, the latency and lag is, when I talk into the microphone, it's giving me an echo, which means it's delayed. Seriously, the only way for me to do it is to turn my mic off in my headphones. I turn it off to my headphones, so it still picks up my voice as it, but it doesn't come through my headphones. So it's like weird. It's almost like I'm talking to myself. It's kind of weird, but when I used to do it, I could hear myself in my headphones. I would be able to do it. I could hear myself, so it felt like I was like more immersed in it. Now I feel like I'm separate, like I'm talking, like I'm kind of doing a voiceover, which is kind of neat too. Which is, hey, we can. It's the same as the same. You know what I mean? As long as it records it, that's okay. But my words of wisdom, and I don't have too many of them. My words of wisdom to you all is, if you use Streamlabs desktop or you use Streamlabs OBS, do not update it unless you are absolutely positive on how to fix it, because it will reset everything and do everything. I just wish I could downgrade it and go back to 1.18, because what a mess it has been. But we are rocking. Look at this. We're going to have 1 million liters after these 2 fields. And like I said, then we paint this in, and then the 2 fields are done completely, and they'll never have anything else on them. And then we're going to go right there, then there, then there, then this field, and then the field straight ahead. And we're going to wrap it up. As soon as we have 9 more harvests to do after this one. Well, we'll have 8 more harvests to do, because this is our second, because we have 10 full fields. And we're just going to keep having episodes until it's done, like we said, and then that's it, you know. So the series is going to start wrapping up as we get lower, like less and less fields. And then the last episode will be a flyover to see what we've accomplished and what we did. And I think I'm going to just do the trees. I'll do 1,000 trees in between each episode. And when we get to the 1,000 tree mark, I'll just come back and we'll harvest again. So that'll be about 9,000 more trees. We're at 5,800 right now, so it'll be about 14,000 trees, which is going to be a lot more than on this map. And then we will make the decision at the last episode whether we want to continue the series and come back when the trees are all done, or come back with a couple episodes in between after maybe 5,000 trees to see how far we got, and so on and so forth. Because I can tell you right now, on this map, and the difference in Fs25 is, in Fs22 I had my what's the word I'm looking for, my modded chainsaw, as well as my the lumberjack mod, and I was literally able to cut, like, I could do about 1,000 trees in about, well, I could do 100 trees in 6 minutes. Now it takes me about 10 with the Brooks, which is still pretty good. It's about 600 trees in an hour. And so it takes me about 2 hours off camera to just get that 1,000 trees done. But it does get monotonous. Now in Fs22, I could fly those through, and I was getting literally, I think when we were on one of the maps for Fs22, I was literally doing 1,000 or 100 trees in about 4 minutes with the chainsaw, and then dropping them and then picking them up with the Trex, which is still, you know, quite a bit. But it was well over 1,000 an hour I was doing. But for some reason on this map, it's becoming monotonous as far as, and I don't mean that. I mean, it's still fun. I'm still having a blast cutting them, but when you have to do like a load, because to get 3 million liters is just under 300 trees. It's about 276 trees. So you have to do it, then you have to empty it, and then you have to do another 276, and that's only 500 trees. Then you have to do it twice. So you have to fill the machine up 4 times to be able to get 1,000 trees, or at least 3.5. And it's it is what it is. It's a lot. But on this map, for some reason, like when I first started, compared to Piney Acres on Fs25, these trees are spread out quite a bit, but there's a lot of them. I will say that, and I'll give, like I said, I'll give you guys a tour as soon as we're done with this. Now, this next episode, that one and that one, we're going to harvest together, because they're going to be ready next month. So, I can't believe year 5. We've done 5 years on this map. Absolutely crazy. 33 episodes, which is, we've skipped ahead a few months, if you notice, because if I was doing 1 episode per game month, we would still be only on year 3. But we're doing well. We're doing well. I'm very happy with how things are going with this series. And if I can get the trees done, then I'll get them done. I'm going to try to push and push and push to get them done. If I can't, it's not the end of the world. And then we'll have the 3 series going. And the Own the Map challenge, I think, will go quick, because the reason why is those fields on that map on the Saibuch Ho, I can't pronounce it, but we're going to say the bunch map, the Saibuch map. That's what we're going to call it. On the Saibuch Ho. On that map, the fields are very small and they're very cheap. Like the next field over from where we're working right now is like $2,000. So once we get to the point where our pigs are grown and we have 170 pigs, we can start selling them 10 each time, and then the next month they'll have more babies and more piglets, and we'll just literally start selling. That's 10,000 a day. And then eventually, once we own the map, we don't, like, I didn't make the rules on that map to where we had to harvest on every map, on every field, like I usually do. I just made it we have to own the map. So we can just continue to harvest the fields that we have in front of us, and so on and so forth. But yeah, it's gonna be great. And then that series will go quicker than you think. And what we're doing on that series is we're doing 2 episodes per game month. So that way, if we harvest, we can harvest for 2 episodes, and that's it. This series is 20 minutes long. The next one, the Saibuch map, is 30 minutes. And then the realistic series will be 1-hour videos. So we'll have a little bit of everything. We'll have short videos, medium videos, and long videos for everybody, which is going to be exciting. And then when this one's done, we will still go to the 20-minute. No, I still think, I haven't decided yet when I get to backcountry, because I've been told by the map author myself, like literally, personally, that there's 95,000 trees or more on it. He stopped counting at 90,000. And he kept going for a little bit more. So he said between 95 and 100,000 is what he's guessing on that map. And it's a 4X. Plus, I want to do some mining when I get on that one. So that one's going to be more of, I want to be able to clear the trees, but I don't think I'm ever going to be able to clear it, because I'm using the Brooks on this one, and we're 30. But then again, here's the thing. What I want to point out to you guys. Look at that, 1.2 million liters of wood chips. That's it. Now we get to paint this in, and I'll give you guys a tour, and then we can see where we're at. I'm going to paint this in real quick, and then that field's done. Yeah, this one's going to be done, and I think that one we can test it real quick here. Shut that down. This should be, yep, 13 out of 14, and then 12 out of 14. So we might have to go ahead by 2 months, because this little baby isn't going to take very long to cut down. Let me go over here. Get you guys up in the air with this, and I'll show you what we have accomplished so far. Okay, as you can see, we don't have many in this little section here. You can see where I've been clearing, and this is all clear now. So this was about 2,000 trees in this little section, and then we are on 2,000 on this side over here so far. So these little sections, there's going to be about 4,000 trees right there, and we got to come this way. But this field's already done, and we're going to come down to the next section will be right to here, the edge of this field. And then we're going to come over here and go to here. So there's a lot. But what I'm looking forward to is once we get up this way, once we start getting past this, there's a whole section up here, I think. Yeah, right here. See, there's a good quarter of the map up this way of really like wide open trees, which that won't take us long. But then they're populated again. There's more trees on here than I thought. Now, on the version, this is 1.2. Now, on versions 1.3 and 1.4, this whole section up here is all like, and like I said, it may get to the point where we're finishing the episodes up, but then like doing, this will give me something to play off camera a little bit, and then we can come back. But this section right here will be able to jump quick because there's like maybe 20 trees in there. That'd be a good sized chunk. And then there's some back to dense again, but then some loose ones here. That's kind of cool. And let's go over this way really quick and see if there's any more open spaces over here. I don't think so. I think this is all populated. Nope, another little section here. So that'd be good. But you can see, like, we've done realistically, like, if we brought this up like this and we went like this, all our trees are done around here. We've done pretty close to a quarter of the map. Like, realistically, pretty much a quarter of the map. Once we get this done here, like, you can see where I'm at right here, we would be at just about a quarter. And there's probably going to be, I'm guessing, maybe another 1,000 trees in here. And then go to here is another 1,000 trees in there. So, you know, realistically, it might be like 7,000 trees per quarter. There might be 30,000 trees on this map. Might be. I don't know. But it's pretty cool. Because, yeah, we're cleared all the way to here. Here's a, like, that's a quarter of the map. And we go down here, and then we go here, but then we break down over here a little bit. Now, if we get straight across here and go like that and get that done, and then that other section up there, we will literally be at a quarter of the map. So, and that's what I'm going to do, I think. Yeah. Let me turn that off. There we go. Now, we'll cut up some trees real quick on the map here so that you guys can see what we got going on here. As you can see, we're at 1,697,000. And as AK would say, we're just eating trees like they're butter. That's it. Whoops. This is what we do. And just drive and drive and drive. That's why I said it gets to the point where it's not bad as long as you kind of put the music on and kind of relax a little bit. Like that. And it doesn't matter how high the stumps are because I have the automatic remove off on every midnight. It'll remove. And then I come through and I paint that section. See, this is it. You know, this is kind of like a cheater's way to do logging, which is kind of awesome. And then we'll go ahead and we'll come back. When we come back, it'll be November so that we can harvest both of those fields over there. And then we'll only have, because we're at 8 fields left, we'll only have 6 fields left, I think. You see that? We just cleared that. So it is very quick. And then I usually pick a line like right here. And then I just follow the line right up, like I follow this tree line right here. Stay straight on that line. We'll clear this one. Stay on this one. And drive over that stump. Because we got to get to this one. So I like the tract. Clear that one like this. And we're going straight. Even if we hit this rock, we got to stay straight. And we'll clear these. Ooh, I just jumped that. That's crazy. And then you just come and clear the other section next to it. So you can get into a nice little rhythm. They made the the reason the chainsaw's a lot slower, even with the lumberjack mod. They made the chainsaw animation for the trees a lot slower in Fs25, and Fs22 is like, I had it down to like less than a second. It was like, so I mean, literally I could cut down 100 trees in 100 seconds. Because it was like near. This one takes a couple, 2-3 seconds. So, all right, guys and gals, I'm going to get you guys out of here. So on that note, please, please, please look out for yourselves, look out for each other, and most importantly, look out for each other's families. Be sure to like and subscribe and share. Hit the little notification ding bells to be notified when Fury drops a video. Be sure to enjoy the night, the day, the weekend, whenever you're watching this. And remember, I love you all, and I will catch you guys right back here tomorrow with the brand new series, which will be exciting, the realistic series. So, get out of here, and I will finish cutting trees. I'll get to 2,000 trees, and I'll get to November, and we'll come back for the next episode on here and we will harvest those 2 fields. So, all right, guys, get out of here. And you witnessed a little bit of the tree cutting, too, today, which is pretty cool. But you guys have a wonderful day and night and weekend. And I love you guys, and I will catch you guys right back here tomorrow with a brand new map. Have a great one, everyone.